Welcome back, everyone. It is Monday, March 4th, and the NBA. Our three favorite picks are on the way. But before we dive into that, we need to talk about, well, number one, I missed you guys. I'm back I'm still on vacation, but I'm back and ready to get dialed in. But number two, we got to recap how we did yesterday. We got to introduce our favorite special guest. Come on in here, baby. It's Logan, he's here. We're doing the collab. If you know how we do our MLB videos, this is basically how we do them. We always record at the same exact time, and we're here live and in the flesh. But Logan, I'm going to be honest. I think you're not everyone's favorite special guest. Get out the real one. A 3-0 sweep yesterday, Logan. You delivered a wonderful day. Let's do a little victory lap, and then we'll get on out of here. First pick of the day, Sixers plus 8.5. Yeah, I mean, you can keep the points. They went outright on the road. Tyrese Maxey delivers back in Dallas, his hometown. Then you also had a great call in the Magic game with the under there, and then sandwiched in there was my play of the day was the Emmanuel Quickly's over in points plus assists. A little sweaty, but if you tailed, I told Logan to tell you guys I really like the double look, and that was like plus 500. He smacked that pretty easily. So without further ado, a 3-0 day and up over the 40 unit mark once again on the season. Let's hopefully continue that momentum today. Logan, it's Monday. Feels good to see you back live and in studio, but I'm going to let you lead it off. You had a great day yesterday. I'm not going to get in your way. What's your play of the day going to be?
Yeah, yesterday was a great day. We want to continue that momentum once again today. And I'm going to the Wizards versus Jazz game, and I'm taking the over 238 points, minus 110 odds on Caesars, your best value there. Now, if you're looking at your books, you probably might see 238.5, or I would play this line up to 239.5. I don't really see it going much higher than that. If it does, well, we got some good CLV, as they always say. But this line opened at 245.5 and has since been bet down all the way to 238.5. So some of that is because Lauri Markkanen is out, but that also could be because the public is actually pretty hard on the under. What happens there is it creates value to me on the over. When a line opens so much differently than where it closes, that's you want to bridge that gap a lot of times when betting totals, and that's what we're doing here. We had success taking the over in the Jazz's last matchup in Miami. That game soared over, and back in January, these two teams played. Utah won 123-108 in Washington. That game went under this line, obviously, and soared under the original line of 247 in that game. I'm telling you right now, the odds makers don't set numbers high for no reason. That game just obviously didn't play out how they wanted. The total has gone over in each of the Wizards' last 5 road games as well, though. These Wizards are a juggernaut to the over. Why? Because they play no defense, right? The Wizards also play fast. The Wizards are second in fast break points per game. They should be able to speed this game up, especially since the Jazz are dead last in fast break points per game allowed. Jazz defense, terrible in transition. You can get it wherever you want, whenever you want against them. They just allow layups, drives, dunks, whatever you can get on them. In the January matchup too, the Wizards only shot 23% from 3. The Jazz give up a ton of great looks from 3 and are 29th in opponents' 3-point made percentage allowed. They give it up pretty much anywhere. That's the thing about this Jazz team. They can't close games because they let teams back in shooting threes. Wizards should also be able to get points in the paint as well. No Lauri Markkanen, maybe no Walker Kessler. Washington third best in points per game in the paint. Make your life easy. Get some points in the paint as well, even if the jump shots aren't going. Now on the Jazz side, if they want to speed the game up, they should be able to get some fast break points as well. Wizards 22nd in fast break points per game allowed. You got 2 defenses that are not good at pretty much defending the fast break. That's the recipe for a total set this high for a reason. Scoring in the paint shouldn't be an issue for Utah either. Washington 29th in points per game allowed. 2 teams that are bad in defending in the paint. Again, make your life easy. Get some easy looks in the paint that way. I think both these teams will allow some paint points. I'm looking for guys like Sexton, Keontae George, John Collins to step up offensively in this game with Lauri Markkanen out. Keontae George, I mean, the guy had a huge game in that Heat game for us. We really like that. Hopefully he can go shoot lights out once again for us in this one. Neither of these teams really play defense. It just comes down to shot making, in my opinion, in this one. Had a total set high. I think it's high for a reason, but I really do like the over a lot as my best spread/total pick of the day. But Austin, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, I really like that pick, like you talked about. And I also, if I log on to Twitter one more time and see someone on John Collins over and rebounds, I'm going to make it a 25 unit play. I mean, maybe that's an indication that maybe the Wizards are not missing. But I actually a sneaky prop. I'm not going to put it on the card. I really like Taylor Hendricks today. I looked at his over and rebounds, a little bit too juiced. But I got two props. I'm going to dive right into them. Our PODs on vacation, but pretty good. And the first one is going to be one that you guys are going to absolutely hate because it's Anthony Davis, the guy on the thumbnail. I like his over 25.5 points. Now, obviously, taking an AD prop, everyone's going to kind of clench their teeth. They're going to be like, dang it, Austin, I really hate AD. But let's just talk about why I like this matchup tonight for him, as they are obviously back at home, which is normally where I only back AD. They're taking on the Thunder. Now, if you recall, there are some guys on the injury report. AD himself is on the injury report. He's there with an Achilles injury. He's probable. LeBron is listed questionable. I anticipate LeBron playing, but there's always that chance where maybe, after scoring 40,000 points, he got a little, tipsy, and he's like, I'll take this game off. Could happen. I'm not saying it will. I honestly don't think it happens. LeBron probably plays, but there's always that chance, and that's what we want on our side. Now, AD, obviously, why does everyone hate him? For a lot of different reasons, but they don't like him, especially right now, because he just burned everyone. A lot of people are on that, odds boost where I think it was Jokic, LeBron, and AD to score 20 plus. Jokic and LeBron were pretty dang sweat-free. AD looked sweat-free at 13 in the first half, did nothing. I think he comes through here and they try to get the ball to him early and often. I'm going to keep it simple. AD's over this line in 4 straight versus the OKC Thunder, scoring 37, 31, 26, and 27 points. Biggest thing, though, they're getting the ball to him in this matchup. 21, 18, 21, and 17 field goal attempts, 10-plus free throw attempts in 3 of the 4 games, too. And this season, this is just a low line for AD. He's over this line in 60% of games, 65% of home games, and when he sees 17 or more shots, which he's seen in 4 straight versus the Thunder, he's over in 16 of 17 such home games. Look, that's a 94% clip. I'll take my chances. You also look at his other props. His first quarter point total set to 8.5 or 7.5, juiced on the over, minus 145. Pretty good indicator. They think he's going to get the ball early and often. And you also look at the OKC Thunder's rotation. Jalen Williams, their backup center, he's out. So when Chet Holmgren comes out, which Chet does not play the same rotations as AD, you're going to see a lot of maybe Bismack Biyombo. Logan, Bismack. That's from, Bismack. Yeah, he's on their team. He played like 7 minutes in their last game last night. They just gave up 31 rebounds to Yusuf Nurkic. While we're not on a rebounds prop, I think that shows that centers can eat against this team. I really like AD to get back into the groove. Give me his over in points. Now, let's move to the final segment of the video. Everyone's favorite part. Taking an under. Mikal Bridges, under 23.5 points, minus 122 on FanDuel. Now, I would take this at 22.5, and I probably imagine it ends there. It even goes down to 21.5, which I don't love. Now, obviously, Bridges says, well, last year was a COS Hall of Famer. He was really good for us. Once he got traded to Brooklyn, we just kind of kept hammering his overs. This year, he's been very up and down. And honestly, that's been the story of our under picks this season. We've had some really bad luck. Then in January, beginning of February, had really good luck. In the last 2 or 3 unders we've taken, we've seen guys like Jamal Murray shoot 13 for 15. And it's just like you tip your cap, you say, whatever. Chalk it up to the game. Some guys are going to make shots. Some guys are not going to make shots. That's how it goes. That's why we do betting. That's why we're all here. But however, I'm going to fade Bridges here, and there's a couple different reasons why, and I'll live with it. If he goes out there and shoots 70%, you probably won't see me take another under for a little bit. But Bridges coming off a big game, 38 points. I think there's some regression coming. And he's just played Memphis, a team that on February 26th, just like a week ago, only scored 11 points on 10 shots. There's something about Memphis that they do really good at, and that's effort. That's all we're looking for. They're not good. Let's be honest. The Grizzlies are not good. They get a lot of G Leaguers, but what you get in that is you get guys that are playing for effort, playing for another contract in the league. So you get guys that are going to try defensively. And that's all we're really looking for. Guys that are going to compete defensively. And not only that, while they're competing defensively, they're not very good at offense. These two teams, ninth slowest pace for the Grizzlies in the last 10 games, 5th slowest for the Nets. There's a reason this over-under is at 208, one of the lowest totals, I think, on the board. So I'll take a spot here. I think there's so many different ways we could go under here. Also, it's the first half of a back-to-back for the Brooklyn Nets, so maybe we see them rest some guys. Maybe it's a blowout. Anything could happen. Bridges is under this line in 70% of games. This is 2 points per game higher than his normal line. So Bridges, probably does he score 15 in the first quarter and go 6 for 6? Yeah, probably. But I'm going to take my chances here with Mikal Bridges. I don't love the spot for him. It's not a great spot. There's so many different ways he can go under, and I don't really see the volume being as insane as it was in their last game. Sure, Cam Thomas is still out, but I'll still take my chances with Mikal Bridges not scoring 24 or more points. So my 2 props of the day, Anthony Davis over in points, Mikal Bridges under in points, and then Logan's pick of the day is the Wizards and Jazz over 238. Logan, were there any other picks that stuck out to you that you were maybe considering? I think it's a 6 or 7 game slate. Anything else that caught your eye?
I was actually looking at maybe taking the Wizards with points. I ended up going with the over in that game. A lot of these games. Well, actually, the other pick I almost picked, but I was like, this just doesn't feel right. Is the Timberwolves team total over? It was like 113.5. They'd hit that number in all three matchups versus the Portland Trail Blazers. I was very close to adding that to the card. The reason why I'm not, they just were in a very, very physical, tough game with the Clippers yesterday. They expended a ton of effort and energy on defense yesterday. Some easily tired legs could factor in today's game. So I didn't end up picking that one, but it was another look that I did look at.
Yeah, in that same game, I was going to take Cats over in points, but that's just bad for business. I can't be taking any more cat props. Not on vacation. I guess I took an AD prop, so I guess we're in the same boat here and there. But those are favorite picks of the day. If you like the combo videos, we'll probably keep them going, assuming the internet connection held up for the whole thing. But we love you guys. Austin Logan signing out. We'll see you guys back in tomorrow with some more picks, and hopefully the broom makes its return once again. We'll see you then. Peace.